It's 100 years this week since the first women were granted the right to vote. That's right, women have been allowed to vote for almost the lifespan of a fairly old tortoise. And I want to take this opportunity to consider how far we've come. Well, back in 1918, a lot of nervous Normans in the media were panicking about the suffragette movement. Look at this poor man, holding a baby while his wife prances around in a hat, high on gin and voting everywhere. It was felt back then that women gaining equality meant a war on men. But the ultimate creeping fear was encapsulated in one question. What will men wear when women wear trousers? Obviously, people were very concerned that there was a finite number of trousers in the world in 1918, and that's why women shouldn't get the vote. If women started wearing them, some poor gents would have to go without. But of course, everyone now accepts that women achieving equality doesn't mean men have to lose out. Isn't that right, Nish?
Absolutely. Gender equality, it's great.
Unbelievable naivety from Nish there. These headlines are from now. Some sections of the media are pushing the same agenda today as they were in 1918. Suzanne Venkat on Fox News claims that feminism is a war on men. That's right, Nish. We're at war, you and I, you bastard.
I am so bad at fighting that even that scared me.
Although you're a feminist and a man. Wow, what a world. Should you punch yourself in the face?
Do you want me to punch myself in the face?
Not necessarily. Sarah Vine in the Mail, referring to the outrage over the President's Club Gropefest, also refers to this madness of the war on men. Now, perhaps calling it a war sounds a little bit inflammatory, but clearly for some millionaires, not being allowed to fondle a young woman over dinner is a lot like the Somme. I suppose, really, it's a question of women being shown respect and not employed as sex objects. But it was a charity event, I hear you cry. How can men be expected to know when to donate to charity without the universal signal of a woman's arse in their hand? I don't know. Nish, any idea?
I mean, I normally just do it when there's a person with a bucket and change.
Yeah, I don't. The truth is, equality for women doesn't mean less equality for men. There'll be plenty of trousers for all. Long trousers, short trousers, the old posh man type red trousers that Nish wears on weekends.
Those were a gift, OK?
Finally, as we've seen, the attacks on the fight for gender equality continue much as they did in 1918. But tonight, we are celebrating an historic achievement, so let's finish on a positive. Well, firstly, CNN has declared 2018 to be the year of women. Yay! We've won the year! And it only took 2018 attempts against only one opponent. Go women! It seems like giving birth to literally everyone since the dawn of time has finally paid off. And secondly, Doritos have suggested creating a bag of crisps for women that are quieter, less smelly and smaller for our tiny faces. Thank God. I once tried to eat a crisp, Nish, and it was so loud I wet myself. This sort of thing happens to women all the time. And just remember, it's your trousers we're weeing in. Back to you, Nish.
Thank you, Rachel Parris. That's all for tonight's show. And Rachel, seeing as it's 100 years since women's suffrage, in the spirit of gender equality, would you like to say goodnight?
No.